to all the dispossessed youth of Africa, for perpetuation of communion with ancestral spirits through the fight for African freedom, and in the firm faith that the dead, the living, and the unborn will unite to build the destroyed shrines. Selah. Hello and welcome, beloveds, to another episode of Wake Up Africa. My name is Dr. Mumbi Saraki. How you doing? How's everything going? I really do pray, beloveds, that you are well in all your ways and that you're moving into living life truly on your own terms, that you are creating your own narrative. And I think if you are still in the Facebooks of this world, the fact that Facebook changed their name to, is it Meta or something like that? It should show you it's a big sign. That's like they're introducing their digital world. And I thought it's really important to bring this to our attention. The fact that so much research is being done and so many researchers are coming out and saying that artificial intelligence, I can't even speak, artificial intelligence is actually racist. And beloveds, that is a serious problem, for us, because we're moving into, if you choose to be in any way connected to Babylon, Babylon is moving into an AI world. And AI was created mainly by the Mzungus. I don't know if you remember me doing stories, like doing some news stories, I think in 2019 and in 2018 as well, where I talked about how many of our African scientists were kept out of major international AI meetings. I think one was in London and one was in Canada. They weren't given visas. I think it was a big number, like 40 or 50. And so that means when they were writing the language, because what they're trying to do is the artificial intelligence is basically Babylon trying to play God. And so they've already created the robotics. They've already created the different machines that mimic us, that mimic the way we think, mimic our creativity, mimic our emotions. And so, they want us to enter an AI world, which is what this whole transhumanism is about, making humans, have AI in them, which is what the double Big Mac is about. But those are definitely stories for other days. And so we should be highly concerned as a melanated people that we are walking into a racist AI world. And there's so many, there's so many articles that have been done where where if you type in like black man into the Google whatever, it will come up with, things like drug dealer, thief, those kind of things, like just all the negative stuff. Convict, everything negative. And it's the same with the Muslims. They actually found like anything to do with like a Muslim man was like terrorist, bombs and all this stuff. So it's like, you see, imperfect beings are trying to play God before they've even mastered the creation of their own lives. And they're using a lot of our sciences to do that, but they can only create like metal robotics. Some people say actually, and I know this is one of the theories that is out there, that it is our scientists, our melanated scientists back in the days, in the seasons of Lemuria and Atlantis, who created the Mzungu as kind of like a slave race to help to help them do the work. That's one of the theories. There's many theories out there. But we should be highly concerned, beloveds, that artificial intelligence is racist. Because what has happened, and I'm going to do a whole video on Facebook changing their name, is that they are now introducing a digital world. They want people to live more online, more in their computers than in real life. Because they know the seasons and times that are here. They know we are in the end times and that Mother Nature is getting ready to do some things, beloveds. And so it's like they want people to get used to being indoors. I mean, I don't know if you guys caught when Biden was like, they want to start having global climate change lockdowns. So you see, the world that you are walking into and you're trying to take your children into is the same racist, discriminatory, biased, low vibrational, low level world that you've been living in. You can't create what you're not. You can only create within the parameters of who you are. Babylon has shown us how wicked they are, and I mean, there was even something. They've been trying to sensitize people, not only through all the movies that they've done and entertainment about robots taking over the world, etc., etc. But they created this Sophia, and I know a few of you have seen her. And then Saudi Arabia actually made this robot Sophia a citizen. And when they interviewed her freely, she said one of the things that the robots would love to do would be to kill mankind. You think it's a joke, beloveds? It's like the devil creating, like robots are like demons almost, beloveds. I don't want to get too into that. But I share this to really encourage you further to walk away from Babylon. Babylon does not have space for you. They are not interested in creating a space for you. They don't want you in the world unless you're going to be either a slaved or a colonized one. And artificial intelligence is racist, and the world is moving into the China system of the social credit score, where if you're radical, you'll be limited in your movements, you'll be limited in your interactions. We're going into digital money, beloveds. You don't think they'll be able to seize your money because you're a revolutionary, but they make you like a terror threat, etc., etc. That's the world we're going into. So I share all this just to highly encourage you, beloveds, to get out of Babylon. Get out of Babylon, create your own story, create your own life, start to plant your food. If you're here on the motherland, start to collect indigenous seeds. Make sure that if Babylon collapses tomorrow, because trust me, Babylon is preparing themselves to collapse. They're preparing for that. It's either going to be, it's either going to be a climate change thing, it's going to be a war thing, they're going to collapse the money. Like there's many ways that they're testing out. So beloveds, make sure you have access to fresh water. Make sure you have, you've created your world, a comfortable world, to ride out the seasons and times ahead. Because Babylon ain't playing, but a lot of you are. Babylon is already making it. If you don't want our double Mac, you can't work. If you don't take our double Big Mac, you can't do this, you can't do that. They ain't playing. They're creating an engineered famine right now, beloveds. So you'd best believe, like if you, and it's funny because PLO Lumumba, who I absolutely love, was talking about how if we're not careful, in 25 years, Africa will be recolonized. That's not what's happening. That's not what's going to happen. But a lot of people won't make it because of their colonized mind. Tuko pamoja.